Hello, Greenlight Today family. I just thought I'd share some more quotes with you that I've really been enjoying. And this one quote is actually by Willa Cather. She was an author, if you think of My Antonia, and I'm sure there were some other books. But one of the things one of the characters asks is, what if life is the sweetheart? And I don't know, that just sounds so beautiful. What if life is the beauty, is the everything? And when I think of life, I think of everything that's a part of us. Our soul, our heart, our mind, our joys, our sorrows, everything that emanates from us is meant to be loved. Everything around us is love. We have to fall in love with all of it. And I know it's so hard because love is such a strong word and it has so many different meanings. It's even a political word, right? Love. But I can only hope that this love, this life, is something that we can wake up to every morning and just be with it and be still with it. You know, today, finally, the Midwest is getting some decent weather. We've had winter up until May. We're over halfway done with May, and just a couple of days ago we were in 30-degree weather. So whatever reason, we are still coming out of that winter thaw, which is probably a good thing. And so on this nice summer day, and I'm going to get some things done outside, I'm reading about Aleksandr. I got to read his name. It's in my mind, but I have to read it. Solzhenitsyn. Aleksandr Solzhenitsyn. He won the Nobel Prize, I think, in 1970. He was forced into the Gulag, or the Soviet Union labor camp, right? And he wound up writing these fascinating poems and stories. And like I said, he won the Nobel Prize. And when people ask him, obviously, what are you going to do in a Gulag? But his writings were taken away from him all the time. So many things he had to do by memory, right? And I think about him and Nelson Mandela and how in the moments of their lives when they should be shutting down and should be hopeless, they're doing some amazing work inside. And as a matter of fact, Aleksandr said it was an intellectual and spiritual odyssey. I can't think of a gulag or prison being intellectual and spiritual, but it's an odyssey. We talk about journeys. But I think an odyssey goes beyond journey. An odyssey, I think of Homer's Odyssey, was a long, long odyssey, and he met all these mythical and magical and beautiful and scary creatures and wars, and it was just crazy, right? And so here, Aleksandr, he writes some of these books, and he wrote the book talking about the Gulag as an island, and talks about the soul and the barbed wire. Now, I know a little bit about barbed wire because, growing up near the country, one time, it's like my cousins and I were like 10 to 15 of us. There's a lot of us. We were running, and who falls over a barbed wire? I did. I got cut, and then I flipped in the air over it. It's amazing that I wasn't just, traumatized by the whole thing. So anyway, barbed wire is pretty serious. And so he goes on to say that I do not glorify, let me see where I start. Here it is. The meaning of earthly existence lies not in the fact that we are grown used to thinking of prospering, but in the development of the soul. I always get these deep quotes that I just have to think about for a while. And I'll be thinking about this one for a long time. How do we develop our soul? We live in such a material world. How do we wake up every morning in love with life? Our soul is our sweetheart. How do we carry that with us throughout the day? How do we remember the beauty of our soul and our inner being? I think every day, like we're doing, we have to greenlight the day. We have to remember that we're on this odyssey. And that the end result is never going to be how much money you have, how much you own, who you know. It's going to be the development of your soul and whatever that means that gives you comfort and peace and calm throughout many of the storms that we have in the life. I've been, I don't know what the word is, privileged, but I've been around older people who are passing away, and some of them have just passed away so peacefully. The look on their face is like, I'm ready. Maybe they did a lot of soul development work. I don't know. But may your soul be blessed. Have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.